perfect way for scum like you to die.
Scum like me? Who's the scum tonight, Batman? Me or you?
Well, I may be scum, but I'm legal scum. Time's up, Heller!
That's trash.
Hello, and welcome to That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online, then get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell, and I'm joined today by Jason.
Hi.
Hi, Jason, and our old friend, Devin Bruce.
Hello, that's me.
Hey, welcome back.
Thanks for having me. I'm super excited.
I'm glad you're back, too. We had Jason on just a few episodes ago to talk about Fart the movie. And
I remember that episode.
Yeah, that was tough. And I retreated a little bit after Fart and just kind of worked on a riff, just kind of did my own solo thing and wore a robe and shuffled around. And now I'm back I'm ready to come back. I'm back.
Yeah, as a side note, Matt, I'd like to revisit that at some point. I've watched that a few times since we did the show. There's a lot more to it than we covered.
Really?
I have a heightened appreciation. No, God, it was terrible.
Wow.
There's absolutely nothing to that movie.
There's farts.
Let's not talk about. Let's not even talk about farts tangentially.
Let's not talk about that. Okay, we're here to talk about. This is kind of a quasi Halloween episode, and we're going to talk about Satan's Storybook from 1989, I believe. And this is our second movie that we have done that stars Ginger Lynn Allen, an adult film star who I guess was one of the most popular adult film stars of the 80s. And she tried to transition into, legitimate work. The other movie we did was a Wings Hauser movie called Mind, Body, and Soul. And that was from 1992. And she actually did a pretty decent job of acting considering, for the genre and all that jazz. But this is different. This is a whole different beast.
I feel like using the word legitimate to describe this movie is too high praise.
Yeah. This was 89 though. I'm saying then she went into a Wings Hauser satanic movie.
Okay.
So she was stepping up. She was trying to I always forget the name of that gal. She was in the remake of Not of This Earth.
Oh boy.
Somebody help me.
I'll look up that because I don't know what that is.
Anyway, she was a porn star who kind of flipped it and got out of that, but it didn't really stick. But she made a valiant effort in the mid-90s. And she was blonde. And
Tracy Lords. I was going to say.
Thank you. God.
Tracy Lords is the only porn actor that I can think of that actually made a dent in non-porn acting.
Yeah, I can think of one. There's one much more recent who did a Soderbergh film.
Oh,
Jenna
what's her
Jameson?
name? The Girlfriend Experience.
Sasha Grey.
Sasha Grey did The Girlfriend Experience.
Good call. Though Jenna Jameson tried recently and made a zombie, a zombie movie set in a strip club that looked really trashy and really, self-aware. I didn't hear anything about it, so I don't like that kind of intentional campy thing anyway, but I don't think that's going to be a catapult into Oscar country for her. So, God bless her. Anyway, this is Satan's Storybook, and this is a genre unto itself as far as the medium because it's shot on video, which a lot of people have an issue with, and I don't because I find there's a lot of garbage there that's really fun to look at. Jason, you and I talked about Sledgehammer. Was that the first, one of the first shot on video horror movies, which I love. And we've also talked about Boarding House on the show, which is another early shot on video horror movie. Huh?
Is it video that sometimes has the effect of making it look like it's a little documentary, like you're watching Cops or something? Like it looks too real.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because television news uses video? So your brain's already kind of primed to see that as real life.
Well, that and like Cops is, was shot on like beta cams back then. So, I mean, everything that was real and immediate was shot on video because it was cheap and disposable, essentially.
Right.
I did not. Sometimes when I try to watch found footage movies, I get that sense, and I don't like it. I don't like the feeling like I'm. I guess I want to be conscious of watching a film of what I'm watching. Although something like this movie didn't have that effect to me at all. It looked crappy, but it didn't have that weird sharp real look to it to me.
So you're saying some found footage films, the realness of the actual video is distracting to you because it pulls you out of the film experience?
It ends up making it look somehow cheap in some way to me, like someone filmed it in their kitchen. I can't even really describe what it is. But I mean,
that's what found footage is going for, though.
Yeah,
it's going for.
I know, but I don't like it. I would like. It's possible to do it another way. Like so a movie like Cloverfield is a found footage movie, but it is filmic. It doesn't look like that, and I'm fine with that.
Right, and there's no right, and film, quote unquote film, since around 2000 has frequently been actually video that's been either converted and transferred to film or just had filters and treatment done to it to make it filmic looking, right? There's
right, because everything's digital now.
Yeah, I mean, so much is digital now that you can get away. Primer was $8,000. I mean, it's a lot easier to work with as far as that. But yes, but I know people. I've invited people to be on the show for certain episodes, and I was describing it. They're all in, and then I'm like, and it's shot on video, and like, I'll wait till you have something that was shot on film. Like, really? The show's about watching shit, right?
Yeah,
that seems misplaced pickiness.
Yeah. Like,
it might be unwatchable garbage, but I'd like it to be slightly watchable.
Yeah.
There's
weird.
Watchable content, and then there's watchable medium.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, at this point, 89. I wasn't watching anything shot on video, really. I didn't see much until the early 90s when I started digging around for weird stuff, and I would see this, that, and the other. And I also found it really off-putting, and yeah. But anyway, I was really excited about this. Did anybody watch this on Tubi TV?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. Wasn't a great experience on Tubi.
It was better than YouTube.
Yeah. Jason, are you watching Tubi on your on a laptop or something?
Nope. It's a good old-fashioned normal monitor.
Oh, okay. So I watch...
Player does not fit the format for some
reason. Weird. Okay. So I have the app on my smart TV, and I love it. I talk about Tubi TV on the podcast Twitter feed all the time. There's so much good horror stuff on there. Good meaning varied and interesting, not necessarily high quality. But yeah, so I found this on there, and
it is the horror genre we're talking about.
Yeah. But I just pressed play because it sounded terrible, and like 30 minutes in, I just blinked and just closed my mouth, and I was like, holy shit, and just wrote this down, like, we got to do this soon, and here we are. So can someone, Devin, it's been a while since you've been here, can you just give us a quick synopsis of what this thing is?
Yeah, I did kind of come up with one of those like capsule reviews, but my capsule review was Satan gets told 2 bedtime stories because his wife has gone out on a girls' night with her sister.
I like that.
Who is supposed to be dead.
Yes. Her sister who's come back from the grave.
That's very pithy. Jason, how would you describe this?
It's good enough.
But I want your words. You can't coast on Devin's
what did you say, Devin? Satan gets told a bedtime story.
2 bedtime stories.
2 bedtime stories. Good and evil fight in the form of ninjas and then barbarian women. turn out to be sisters. And Satan is really worried about his wife, and a jester tells him stories while that's going on. And see, we just sort of stuck with Devin.
I feel like
is the moral of that story.
I think you ran out of characters. Okay, so this is an anthology film, and these have been popular, I think, since film has been around, right?
It is an anthology film, but I was can you have an anthology film with two stories in it?
With only 2 stories, like that's not an anthology. That's like a B-side.
So there's 3, don't you?
Okay, I totally agree, but there are other examples. Most of them are not good. I looked this movie up on IMDb and read user reviews, and someone was saying, like, I've noticed whenever there's an anthology horror movie and it has 2 stories, it's shit. Barring Two Evil Eyes. Have you seen that one? I think it's Argento or something. It's like
I was going to say,
90s.
Is that Italian? That sounds Italian to me.
Yeah. I guess that one's okay. But yeah, so I love anthology horror.
It's Argento in the 90s. It's not okay.
Yeah. So are you guys fans of this genre?
I have enjoyed anthologies in my life. I haven't seen any lately. The last couple that I've tried to watch were okay. I like short stories, so short stories in a film, sure.
Yeah.
As horror, I don't know if it would work real well with a lot of other genres.
So what were ones that stood out to you, Jason?
Well, I mean, you're going to take away anecdotes or whatever you call it, but
same here.
Okay, we don't have to be specific.
One that I won't use for that is one that I watched recently, and it was Trilogy of Terror.
Oh, yes.
Which is the one that stars
Karen Black.
Karen Black in all 3 stories.
That's a great one.
And that was actually a TV movie.
It was.
And here's, 47-year-old Jason. They don't make them like that anymore. They don't do stuff like that anymore. Well, I guess maybe they do on cable, but they don't. I was going to say
Sci-Fi tries like hell to make TV movies,
but don't do it on network TV.
Yeah, I miss that era. But anyway,
it's famous for its 3rd story, which involves a Zuni doll. It's okay. I was bored by the middle one, but
see, I don't think anybody.
And I find Karen Black a little weird, but
yeah, but she has that wonderful 70s quality of like being off-putting, but also very interesting, like Shelley Duvall, and like there's a handful of people like that in the 70s that were popular, and you're like, really, her? Egg?
She was a sex symbol, really?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that 9 out of 10 people, Jason, if you ask them what the other 2 stories were, would not remember. But that Trilogy of Terror is so famous for that 3rd Zuni doll story because it gave so many people nightmares.
What's I just a like Zuni doll?
Well, in this case, it's just this little, very African-looking, like
fetish.
People say it's racist and everything because it's very exaggerated features, with these serrated teeth and a little spear. And what makes it great is he's so relentless.
Yes.
He's just like,
yeah, it's like a Warner Brothers
around the apartment
Looney Tunes guy. It's hilarious.
And the camera, is like, it's like point of view, and then it's like, it's chasing her around her legs, and it's just, and he's just constantly like, she's constantly barely getting to a door before he does, and then he'll stick his little arm through and poke with his spear, and he's just so pissed. He's so bloodthirsty.
Yeah, I recommend Trilogy of Terror. The other 2 stories, I've seen it recently. The other 2 stories are good, but yeah, it totally holds up in my opinion.
My favorite part was that is she the only? No, there's other actors, but in that part, she's the only person in it.
Yeah,
but she has 2 phone conversations, one with her mom and one with her boyfriend, and her mom is like the ultimate controlling mom and guilt tripping mom. And I thought when she was making the call at the end, I thought she was going to call her boyfriend, and I was so happy when she called her mom. I was like celebrating the imminent demise of this mother that I couldn't see. Trust me, she deserved it. If you watch it, you'll understand.
Okay, so interesting. All right, so I thought you'd say Creep Show. I feel like Creepshow is probably the most, for people around our age, is kind of the most well-known one.
I haven't seen it for 30 years.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen Creepshow yet.
Oh, it's a great time of year for it.
That's absolutely. The only one that I can think of as a horror anthology that I've seen and even would remotely say was likable in some respects that isn't my antidote is Trick or Treat.
Oh, thank you.
You just took Matt's antidote, probably.
Oh, did I?
No,
he loves Trick or Treat.
I love Trick or
Not
Treat.
mistaken.
But I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to stick with my goal of always having them be free, online.
Right.
So.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be. I picked a couple that I thought would be worth watching.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's hard to give antidotes that are free online and good.
I know.
Free online usually
they're usually mutually exclusive.
Not really good.
Yeah. I grew up loving these, and I always saw them on. I don't even know when I visit like grandparents that had cable, I would see like Amicus ones. Do you guys know the Amicus production company? They were kind of like Hammer Light, like the Kmart version of Hammer. But they always would get Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing and people like that in them. But like there's Dr. Terror's House of Horrors and the Torture Garden and
Torture Garden.
Yeah, the Torture Garden that has Burgess Meredith in it. They get stars in them. They're kind of easy to crank these things out, right? It's like let's get a Jack Palance, let's get David Warner, let's get blah blah, and then just have Robert Bloch write a few stories. Boom, you're done. Yeah. So to me, they're rarely exceptional, but they're always entertaining. It's kind of like junk food, I guess.
That's an interesting. You just mentioned something. A lot of those shows. I mean, years ago. Shows like that were written by people like Robert Bloch or Richard Matheson, who wrote the stories the Trilogy of Terror was based on. And these were real writers. These weren't television writers. I mean, they were, but they were also, they were novelists. They were people winning awards in, horror and fantasy and science fiction and things like that. It's not necessarily anybody's idea of great writing that they did for these TV shows, but there were some pretty accomplished writers in their fields, and you do kind of get a certain high floor of competence and entertainingness out of it as a result.
Yeah. There's quite a few decent writers in these, and these were really popular in the mid '60s through like the mid '70s. EC, I don't remember if Amicus did the EC ones, but there was. Yeah,
they did. They did Tales from the Crypt and The Vault of Horror.
That was Amicus.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So those were solid too.
And they also did 2 Doctor Who movies.
That's right.
They did. Peter Cushing plays the Doctor in Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Really?
When was that? That was early '60s, though, right?
I'm just going to look it up here. 65.
Okay.
Doctor Who and the Daleks was 65, and then Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD was 1966.
Okay.
When did Doctor Who start, period?
If
you don't know, that's fine, but was it in the 50s, 60s?
I think it was the 50s.
Late 50s, I think? Like, pretty much when TV, I don't know, really started being...
63.
Oh, really? Okay.
63, so not much later than that.
Okay. I knew Cushing had been a doctor, but I didn't know that was an Amicus production. That makes sense.
I didn't know any of it.
And we could talk about good stuff all day, guys, but that's not why we're here.
No.
Okay, so famously, anthology films typically have a framing story, which
right.
I would like...
Go so far as to say always.
No,
they don't.
Not
Trilogy
always.
Trilogy of Terror didn't.
No, I was going to say there's no frame there. But yeah, so there's typically a story that explains, sets up for why these stories are being told. And then the viewer sees the stories within the narrative happening. And then, whatever.
Sometimes
so like in
twist.
Creepshow, the story is there's like an asshole dad who throws out his son's comic book because he thinks they're going to rot your brain, and he throws it out, and then it turns into an animated thing as the comic book blows down the street, in the wind, and then the pages will open, and then you see a frame of one of the stories, and you zoom in, and the drawing, the illustration becomes a still, and then the story starts, which is I thought that was cool. Anyway, this is not that, so don't even.
Boy, isn't it?
That was part of my joy in the awfulness of this was the story.
Plenty of cartoonish portrayals, though. I think it is kind of like that.
Yeah, and I think Jason, I thought of you because I know that you're an avid role player, so I thought this is kind of like what I bet Jason does on your show.
I didn't know you were a LARPer, Jason. That's
Yeah, I was
really
going to
interesting.
say, not LARPing.
No, but what? Sorry, talk about your show so people know what I'm talking
I
about.
thought it was a lot more sometimes like a bad play, like a bad community play.
Yeah.
Now, talk about my show.
Yeah.
I do a Pathfinder actual play, as they call them, and I've done it for about 4 years, and it's fun.
Will you please say the name so people can?
Douglas and Dragons.
Douglas and Dragons.
It's on iTunes and Stitcher.
So is your character an asshole?
I'm going to Omaha in 2 weeks to get together with the other guys that I do that with.
Oh,
Nice.
really? And then you're going to LARP.
No.
Okay.
Who knows? There have been a lot of things bandied around. Is my character an asshole?
Yeah.
He is a little bit like me, and I'm an asshole. But generally speaking, no. Generally,
Okay.
he's a fairly good guy. He's vain, though, unlike me. Fastidious, unlike me. There is some actual role playing involved. He's also really stupid, and you can make your own determinations about how similar to me that is.
Okay. So
Nobody jumps to his defense.
Yeah, nobody did. just drinking that in.
Soak in that silence.
No, I was just picturing you with like shoulder length wavy hair blowing in the breeze.
My little icon is Eric Stoltz. He looks like Jesus. I'm not sure which movie it's from.
Mask.
So he's got long flowing reddish hair.
Okay. I'm not the most versed in Eric Stoltz's filmography, so I can't help you there. But
Well, you have a poster in your bedroom.
But you can tell me about how this film starts and what the wrapping story is here. Do it.
I'll try to rap, but I'm not very good at it.
I have tons of audio, so
Satan on the throne and
Oh no!
so
we're all avoiding talking about it. So let's just get started.
the rapping story. Well, first of all, we meet the ninjas in white versus the ninjas in black. I thought it was a brave choice to take the porn star and wrap her all up like a mummy. That doesn't last long.
No.
But you have Christine, I think her name is.
No,
Teeth.
it's so much worse.
Christine.
Teeth.
Christine.
Chris Teeth.
I only know that because, well, I didn't know that. I guessed wrong. But I saw it in IMDb, but in the movie, I didn't know they were saying Christine. She is, of course, she's a good guy. She's a good girl. And she captures Satan Squeeze, who looks like a heavily made up Cruella de Vil type thing. She's got one of those robes that have the big fan
Flare.
thing coming out of the side. Yeah. And then, so she captures her. And then the main framing story, like has been said already, is Satan, who looks like a professional wrestler with a devil mask, and not a devil
And
mask,
very comfy sleep pants.
bestial mask. Yeah. That's right. The bedtime story, right?
I was
And
just
then
like, oh, he's in his jammies. He's ready for this.
He's King Satan. He has a jester,
Yes.
and the jester is the one who tells him the stories because he's really worried about Queen Onera or whatever her name is, and he's got his demons out scouring the land, but he needs something to calm him down, and of course nothing calms down Satan like stories of horrible stuff happening. So that's what we get.
Now, have we clarified that Chris Teeth and Queen Elodie?
Who named her?
Queen Elenite and Christith are in fact sisters.
Right. Well, Chris, I think it's one of those things where Christith was fated, I don't remember by who, but prophesied to be Satan's undoing. And so he supposedly killed her when she was an infant.
But
we don't get a flashback of that or anything, but
nope,
we're told
no flashback. And then the only explanation of how Christith is alive later on in the movie is he killed the wrong baby.
No switcheroo story. No quick flashback. Just fallible
What?
Satan. That goofy Satan. So, okay, a couple notes here. We have some clips to play because we covered a lot of territory. But one thing I wanted to note was that visually, you guys kind of painted Satan well. So he's a guy that's not unfit. Like he looks like Glenn Danzig or something like that, with like wearing a shawl like Mrs. Roper on Three's Company. But he's got this goat-faced demon mask on with horns that flop around. Whenever he turns his head, his horns just kind of wave like latex. I mean, did you guys notice that at all? That killed me
constantly.
Yeah, and the other thing is that when you're demonic, you get the pitch shift on your voice down, which does sound spooky. However, we can't understand what the fuck anybody's saying anytime they do it in this movie. I couldn't. Could you?
I only could if I concentrated really hard, and I found often that I didn't have the will to concentrate really hard.
Yeah.
So a lot of what Satan said, and there's another part later on. I would just kind of intermittently, be like, rah, 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 bathe in blood, blah, rah, 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 whatever.
You shouldn't have to work to understand it.
No. And like Satan, I watched it wearing headphones, which probably made it easier for me to understand what Satan was saying. The other character, I literally couldn't understand what he was saying other than the word bitch.
Oh, that guy. Okay, so let's play a little clip
during the reverb part.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
There's also an issue in this, and that this didn't help this at all, is that there's really shitty. Listeners of the show will know that I have an issue with synth. Just being like this whack off fucking cheap sound thing. There's just synthscapes in the background. There's just constantly, there's never a break from music in this, and it's all shitty music. So you have people with these terribly affected deadite voices, terribly done, and then just synth chords, just discordant, like washes in the background.
The music, because I wrote it down because I couldn't believe the name, but it said music by Cinema Symphonies.
Yes, thank you for noting that.
With an apostrophe S. Yeah.
Go Grocer's apostrophe. Good. Okay, so here's Satan. I think the first time we hear him speak, when he's saying like, "Where is my queen?" Because I have this question. I don't know if you guys noted, but why did she leave? Like, what happened right before we start seeing the story?
Didn't the white ninjas take her?
Is that explained?
Oh, Christith stole her away from hell? Okay, I didn't get that. Okay, thank you. Okay, here's Satan talking.
She's just wandering in the grounds, the torture guard.
As is her wont.
Right.
Where is my queen? Your soul will be burned in everlasting fire for this. Wretched above my servants! Go into the Black Forest and find my queen or perish. They will try to take her to Holy Ground and destroy her. The meat shall not escape. You must not fail your master. Find her!
Okay, and listening to that now, I realize that he reminded me of Humongous.
Or Humongous, yeah.
From the Road Warrior.
Yeah.
He sounds like he is maybe not a native English speaker. There's kind of a halting accent thing going on in there that you can kind of barely tell. But
I mean, it's hard to tell. Like he's digitally altered so much, and no one in this movie is a good actor. So like an accent might be literally just weird intonation.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had to work also, Jason, to understand what he was saying, and then I would just get enough information and I just stop. It's like when I'm listening to somebody speak Spanish and I'm just like, okay, I'm picking out words to get contextual clues here and understand what they're saying, and then I just kind of give up. Like, okay. I don't know.
I predict that everyone who listened to that was like, they heard "My Queen,"
Yep.
"Your soul will burn," and whatever, and then they're like, at that point, they just start drifting, and they're like, wait a minute, what? Am I listening still? I don't know what he said.
I swear he said, "Obey your mastiff."
He might have. He's a dog enthusiast.
They had in the original script, they were going to have a Cerberus,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
but they couldn't afford it.
No, they could not. They spent all the money on...
They couldn't get the second and third head to stay glued on to the dog.
They spent all their money on grease paint in the second half.
They spent. I do want to say that this is one of the better late Dario Argento movies I've ever seen.
Oh,
ouch!
They have obviously watched Mario Bava and Dario Argento because everything is bathed in reds, like sickly reds, and not the entire movie, not during the stories, but all the framing sequence stuff.
It's in the stories too.
There's fog and mist everywhere, and then they'll shine like a red light on it, so it'll just be this red shining red mist. I guess maybe some.
They did it too. Like in the second story, there's like in the hallway in the background, outside the dressing room, there's like it's purple light and then a green like highlight on it, and it's all very Suspiria. Really incompetently done. Yeah, I was waiting for you to mention that.
It classed it up, though, man. It really classed it up.
Yeah,
this is real horror here.
Yeah, that's the same way. Like it seemed to me like so much of this was like, like nouveau riche people like trying to prove I'm not poor, and they just prove they're poor, right? It's like the same thing with like, the way you spend your money, like saying like, well, we made movies before we made this one, and like there was no music in it, and the lights, it was just me and Gary in our kitchen, and it looks shitty. So when we make it for real, there's going to be lights everywhere, and there's going to be crazy colors, and there's going to be synthesizers every goddamn minute.
I love that this is for real to these people. This is a real movie.
We can only guess.
So before we actually get to the first story, can we play the clip that has one of my two favorite lines in the whole movie?
Yes. Was this one we were talking about on Twitter earlier?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is Christine and what's her sister's name?
Not Elodie, Elenite.
That's an element, isn't it? Okay.
Sounds like a mineral, or something.
I was taken by a high priest who warned our mother. Warned her of Satan's plan to extinguish me.
Extinguishing you is only a very short matter of time away. You should have stayed away.
Because Satan knew even then that I would be the only one to succeed in destroying the mother who planned to bear his child, the Antichrist. The prophecy says that the child born 3 turns of the heaven stars to the same mother will be the only one to succeed in stopping the son of Satan before it is born. I will take you to the realm of Mordor where the prophecy says you will die, Queen of the Dark Realm, if I can wait that long.
You haven't killed me yet. Are you afraid to kill your own sister? Your own blood?
My sister? My blood? I have trained for this journey all of my life. I never knew my sister.
You'll see how I've trained. Behold my body.
You can really tell she's a porn star when she delivers that, because she does this thing with her lips where the end of every phrase or every sentence, her lips kind of do this. I don't know if I can describe it, but it's like they kind of turn inside out. Like they spread out. They like go in and then they elongate out into a circle, and her mouth is always open at the end of every phrase.
Always inviting.
So I don't have a sister, and it's just like, I became fascinated just watching it.
every time I see this or hear that bit of audio, whenever she says "son of Satan," I start thinking of Marvel 70s horror comics, and I get really happy, and then I kind of start drifting off, thinking about Werewolf by Night and Damon Hellstrom or whatever, and then I get
Tomb of Dracula,
and I get yanked back into this whole goddamn mess again.
As someone who works with and studies language for a living, the sentence "extinguishing you is only a short matter of time away," I could like diagram and chart that sentence for hours.
Parse
like
your ass
what?
off.
What? Oh, it's so good.
It's they took the phrase "matter of time." It's a matter of time. Combined it with it's too bad we don't have a word for a short amount of time.
Short. Extinguishing you is only a matter of time. Almost makes sense. A short time away, a short moment of time away. Like, it's just bizarre.
It's only minutes away. I mean, there's a lot of things combined into one sentence. It doesn't work.
But it's fake fancy talk, right?
It's fake fancy talk. Yeah.
So, okay, so you said ninjas, Jason, but to me there was also kind of a vaguely Middle Eastern kind of thing going on, like some kind of Bedouin ninja.
Like Hashishin.
Yeah.
Because the head wraps, right? Like it's not a single piece. It's like a mummy bandage or a turban all the way down their face.
Yeah, but they said, I swear at some point they said some name that sounded kind of Arabic, and it just made me think of like Dune. And then like her name was Chris Teeth, which is like made me think of Chris Knife, like the knives that are made of worm teeth. I thought maybe this guy read Dune.
Matt, you just kept trying to escape to your happy place during this entire movie, didn't you?
But Dune.
When he said the lands of Mora. Lands of Mora. Mines of Moria, and then Matt just went off again.
And then the Bene Gesserit sent her. No, but
I think it was like she was part of I fill in my own backstory here, but it's like she was the member of some ancient order pledged to protect the world from Satan's machinations or something.
Yeah. She was raised by the high priest, so the high priest of something.
Awesomeness?
Sure. Yeah. Porn. In, Van Nuys.
Van Nuys.
The high priest of vivid entertainment.
So, what did you say the name was? Did you say Mora? I thought it was Morda.
Oh,
Morda. Like it was supposed to be like Mordor, but not Mordor. Am I wrong?
Whose name is that?
That was
the land of Morda, I thought they said. I don't know.
Oh, at one point I thought I heard Mordor. Yeah, so it was something like that.
Yeah.
Some copyright.
I'd forgotten that, but I was like, Mordor? What?
So at any rate, so we've got this porn thing going on with mist in the woods and lights, and these two chicks talking. And then
she does do a little twirl or whatever, like He-Man, and then she's got this weird bondage outfit on.
Yeah, which is
super unnecessary because it's not even sexy. I guess. Yeah. I guess to somebody back in '89 it was, but it doesn't even show that much skin. It just like shows strips of skin.
It was a weird combination of like 80s Sears catalog lingerie and Conan the Barbarian style.
Yeah, it was like some Frazetta hacky realization, like a cover come to life, but really not done right. Is what I thought of.
Yeah.
So
and needless to say, everyone has 80s hair, 80s.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Porn / white snake hair, so they all get these big fros. Which your mileage may vary on that, but it's not sexy to me. I don't know.
You ain't living, brother. Okay, so the Jesters tells Satan this first story, which we go into. Like Jason was saying, it's like some of his greatest hits, I guess. Like some of the biggest sinners that reminds Satan, like, hey, it's gonna be cool. You're good at your job. You're not an imposter. Your queen's gonna come back. And so he tells him about
people who have been damned. Yeah.
The demon. Sorry, what was this guy's name?
The Demon of Death.
Demon of Death. Okay, so we start off with a city shot, and we get to see a billboard of Bo Jackson, and so it totally dates this. And there's really shitty metal playing, and then we get to hear a reporter doing some exposition.
It pans up to that too.
Yeah.
I thought that was weird. Like, it's going along the street, and I saw the Bo Jackson thing. It's the one where he's got like he's wearing a football thing, and he's got the bat behind his head because he did all the sports.
Because Bo knows.
And it pans up to it, like it wants you to look. Bo Jackson, why? I don't know, but
maybe it's
there are a lot of camera movements in the first act.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them even sensible ones.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were all terrible, but I didn't understand that one.
So one thing that I love in shitty movies when they have news people is that
Oh God!
everybody reads from hard copy, which didn't happen for like 15 years before this was made. Nobody
even
read
when they're in the field.
Even in the field, I know. Even in the field, the chick has hard copy.
A clipboard that she can't stop looking at.
Yeah, because I mean, I've noted,
it was an op-ed that she was reading too. She wasn't reporting on anything. She was like,
no, and I've seen reporters like reference, like a notepad in their hand to get someone's proper name. When they're saying, person of interest is, whatever, and say the name, but they don't read their copy off of a printout. Anyway, so here's a little news that was really is great acting and metal, great metal.
Chief Magnuson, there has been a rash of grisly killings in this city, and this reporter wants to know what the police are going to do to protect the people in this community.
Just a little quick one. I just wanted to give you a taste of that there.
That was hard to understand.
So, Devin, talk to me about our first main character that we get to meet.
Are you talking about Zeke?
I'm talking about Z-Dog.
Oh boy! So Zeke is the demon of death, and we are introduced to him as he's sitting in his apartment / lair, listening to a radio report about himself and pacing for a solid minute. I timed it. He's walking back and forth, listening to the radio talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like a caged panther.
Yeah, like a rat.
And then he feels the need to kill again, so he murders the kitchen table, and then he goes to the Book of Victims.
Yes.
He consults the Book of Victims, which is a phone book, and you know it because he says, I'm going to go consult the Book of Victims. And then he picks up a phone book, and then he says, the phone book.
And I have a little bit of audio for you.
Steve dies tonight. Shit, Betty Butler already did you, stupid bitch. What your fingers do it, killer? Jezebel Jones, 6'9", skeleton place. Oh, Jezebel, baby, it's your turn to die.
If you couldn't make it out, he said, "Let your fingers do the killing."
Oh God, that was a painful joke.
As he was picking out the name. Yeah, so her name is Jezebel, which of course it's extremely on the nose.
Right, and also, I was a little offended that this guy has some kind of learning disability, so he's a serial killer or whatever. Come on.
Yeah. I love how he goes Jones, like he's sounding out Jones, but there's only one O in it. Like it's not Junes.
That's a good point.
Anyway.
Maybe he needs glasses.
He is so he's supposed to be this. He's supposed to be this highly successful serial killer. In fact, I think part of the news report is that he has killed more people than any serial killer ever in history.
Yeah, he's the James Brown of serial killers. Yeah.
And he's the most infamous serial killer since Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
Since Jack the Ripper, right.
So he has killed so many people, Jason, that when he randomly points at a name in the phone book, he says, "Shit, I already did her." That's how many people he's killed.
Right.
Very subtle.
So their idea, their concept of what a serial killer would be like is like the droog that would have got kicked out the first day. He's wearing like jean jacket with like paper or what do you call them? Is it paper clips?
Yes. Well, no, safety pins.
Like safety pins. Safety pins.
And his awesome Sharpied on tattoos.
Yes, his satanic tattoos are the worst.
He looks like the those films in the 50s about juvenile delinquents, like what they imagined a scary teenage killer would be.
No, yeah, he looks like a Tough from a Matlock episode where it's like, I don't know, I imagine he's got no sleeves, but it's a jacket. I'm scared.
Yeah, like he's this weird mashup of metal thug and punk thug.
Yeah.
And his weapon of choice is a gun, which is clearly
made of chocolate.
Made of chocolate. Yeah, it's clearly a BB gun.
Cadbury.
Or something. And he likes to spin it around. Speaking of young guns, which probably isn't on the podcast, but he's like, he thinks he's Billy the Kid, so he's like doing tricks with his gun.
This little knife.
I don't know if a crappy horror anthology has to have a really in-depth treatment of a serial killer, but I have never in my life seen anyone's concept of serial killer be this.
No.
So anyway,
because guys like this are so dumb, they get caught really fast.
Yeah.
The guy can't even read.
Yeah. Yes.
He's the Jason Mendoza of this movie.
And who's Jason Mendoza?
Oh,
Good
did
place.
I just... Jason, have you seen The Good Place yet?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know you're talking about.
There you go. Okay, I thought I almost destroyed something.
No, I know you're talking
That
about.
is wonderful.
Let me also take this moment to say that the sets that they use, like for his apartment, and then later on in the second story, the dressing room and all that, they are the dingiest.
They're super dingy.
You can barely see, like the quality is not great, but they've got stains like up the walls, and they've just got like the crappiest stuff strewn around. Like people, I can understand maybe if they couldn't afford to buy a bunch of sets, but they couldn't even bring actual furniture from home that weren't just like folded chairs, and I mean it's the crappiest stuff.
I honestly thought that worked for the Demon of Death because he's a serial killer who's a slob. Like he lives I would imagine he lives in a crappy apartment where there's water stains on the walls and stuff. Like that made sense.
Yeah.
But it was to the nth degree, though. I mean, it looked to me like if it was like a Christian high school play, and they're like, okay, so this is like a really gross a person set. Okay, this is like a gross place. Like he smokes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how gross this is. So just get a bunch of garbage and throw it on the ground, and then pee on the wall because this is gross.
I'm going to give you $20, go to Canadian Tire and pick up the set list. All the stuff we need. Sorry, Canadian Tire. Okay, there's my first inadvertent Canadian reference. Walmart.
Okay.
They don't just sell tires?
No.
Well, that's confusing.
They do have like a tire and car department, but then they have like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so anyway, it felt like a Christian scare play, like that over the top and basic, I guess.
And the fact that her name is Jezebel. It's a long tradition to kill the slut. Yes. Obviously, American slashers have been doing that forever.
Except the only indicator that she is one is her name is Jezebel.
Yeah.
Right. No, but yeah, it's just like
She likes that loud rock and roll music, though.
She's a 20-year-old who lives at home with her parents. I don't know if you could call that a slut by the standards of 80s horror movies.
She had a Howling poster on her wall.
She did have a Howling poster on her wall. And like jet black walls.
Did you see how she was dressed, though, Devin?
Her
dad did.
That's right.
There's a reason. There's a reason that poster was on the wall, too, guys. Did you guys know why that was on the wall?
Howling 2?
No.
We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Okay. Well, and I mean, she's into like new age and occult stuff, so like there's something not fully okay with her.
Do you have that clip where she's talking about her? Like her parents come in.
I do have a mom and dad clip. I think you want to hear it? The dad,
yes, please.
By the way, man, I love the dad's acting.
Yeah,
have you guys seen Troll
great.
2?
I was just gonna say it reminds me a little bit of that.
The dad from Troll 2, he sounds like that. That same kind of like South Carolina drawl, and he's just like not an actor. All
No.
right. So here's the parents like coming in to tell Jezebel, turn down that music.
Don't argue with your mother, Jezebel. It's time for you to go to bed anyways.
I'll call you back later, okay? Bye.
Dad, I'm 20 years old.
How many times do we have to go through this? As long as you live in this house, you do as you're told, young lady. Beverly, look what your daughter's reading. A new age in witchcraft. She's going to grow up to be a witch like your mother.
She's a clairvoyant, not a witch.
Call it whatever you like. It's still a bunch of crap with a capital C.
It is not, Dad. I find it very enlightening and interesting.
Interesting? How can you call this garbage interesting? It's nothing but gloom and doom.
Richard.
Well, why does she have to paint her room black? Why does her room have to look like a dungeon?
Richard, darling, let's not argue about this anymore, okay, sweetheart? Please.
All right, I'm sorry. It's probably just a phase. I hope. But Jezebel, it is time for you to go to bed.
Fine.
Oh, you cut it off right before her mom kisses her forehead and says goodnight, and her dad kisses her forehead and says ditto. Or no, I love you, and then ditto. Yeah.
I love that was probably the best take they got out of that guy. Like,
it struck me too. The mom. It's hard to tell from the clip, but when you watch it, the expressions on her face, she's very weird and very off. Like she just has this very, like, no one would look like that. No parent would look like that when they're talking to their kid. Like, so I don't know if she's quite on the same level, but with the Troll 2 thing, the mother in that, of course, is very weird, very strange woman, and like in real life, if you watch the documentary,
she's movie
out there.
Yeah.
And I kind of wonder about this woman too.
I looked her up. I wanted to know all about her, and there's nothing about her except that she was in this. You know what I mean? There's no other credit. Yeah. There's no nothing. I want to know how old she was because I didn't think she was that much older than Jezebel was, but I couldn't.
No, they did look about 5 years apart.
Yeah, maybe 10 years apart. Yeah.
I was convinced that I was looking at people too, and I was convinced that some of these guys, like the Demon of Death guy, would have been in porn also at some point. Now, I still think he probably was, but probably just like as a grip or a fluffer. Uncredited.
Oh,
pretty sure that's where they got these guys.
I like that the book that is, I'm pretty sure he had a terrible line reading of like the new age of witchcraft. But I love that it's both enlightening and interesting.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, we've all been in book clubs, and it's nothing worse than reading a boring, enlightening book.
So, I made a ton of clips because I didn't know what you guys would be interested in, but we do not need to. I mean, there's way too many clips to go through in one show. So
we're good.
So we can just kind of stroll through this if you guys want.
Oh, for sure.
So first of all, I don't understand the ending of this story, so you guys will have to help me when we get there. But
the ending? Oh, we're not to the end yet.
No, the ending of this bit, though. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. So the demon shows up and menaces these people, and
so one of my favorite lines of dialogue, because I love it because it's so indicative of how much they were struggling to write dialogue. I think it's after he kills somebody. Maybe it's after he kills the mom.
Yeah.
And there's blood on the wall. And he kind of puts his finger in it. And he said, "Oh, I love Beautiful Splash of Beauty."
Beautiful Splash of Beauty was so good.
Don't I have that?
I don't know.
I thought I had that.
I thought I thought you said that you had that one covered. But
what the hell did I It's somewhere. It's not in my folder, though. But I do have this when he comes in the house.
Pretty sight. All in red. My favorite color.
You evil bastard!
That's me. You're next.
The hell I am!
Game time!
Oh, that wasn't it. I thought that was
It
in
was-
it.
I think the beautiful splash of beauty is literally the line before that clip starts.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I said the line. I also he kills the dad first, right? And then
yeah, kills dad.
he
Stabs
kills
him in the gut after
Right.
threatening to cut his balls off. That was confusing to me.
Yeah, because
I know. I thought that too. I was like, well, what after?
he has a butterfly knife.
Yeah, but he's
Of course he does, right? Because 80s punk. I mean,
yeah.
my high school was full of people with butterfly knives. Not that they would ever stab anybody with them, but they like the fact that they can flip them around.
Yeah.
Before he does that, I like how he's like, tell me where she is. Where is she hiding? In her bedroom? I mean, haven't really looked.
Yeah.
She's not even in a closet or
We
anything.
don't have a panic room, man.
She's sitting on her bed with the phone.
Talking to the police.
I can see why you're the world's most successful serial killer.
Listening to Wasp. She doesn't even know you're here, bro. Just walk through the house once. Just try.
Yeah. But he and then he shoots mom in the head in front of the girl.
Yeah.
And then
the cops
chases around the house for a bit, and then the cops come. And what I love is that one of them gets a shot off before he says "hands in the air" or whatever he says. It's like,
I like how the small guy is standing with the, like one leg forward bent and the other one like behind him, like a. I just love his stance.
Deep knee bends.
The two surliest, foul-mouthedest cops I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah.
Buttfuck being their insult of choice.
Yeah. So, I have a really long clip. I don't know if I want to play it, but when they get interviewed on the news after they kill Zeke, or shoot him, I mean, they like, I feel like these guys, particularly the first cop that talks, is like, he's the really funny guy the director knew or something. Like, oh man, he's such a kook, man. You got to have him in your movie. He's so funny. He's so funny.
The guy chewing the toothpick.
Yeah, these two cops are like the class goofball cool guys. So they got to be these characters, and it was just obnoxious.
Maybe the big guy. The little guy was more like the guy who was good friends with the funny guy, so he gets to do stuff with the funny guy, but he's a complete sad sack idiot.
Yeah. No, he's the guy that elevates the other guy. That's his job, and that's his role in the relationship.
There's some great stuff in there, and with the interview. There's the interview with the news, which I barely remember. There's probably good stuff, but the whole interview with the Demon of Death is fantastic. Oh, absolutely It has my other favorite line, which is, and maybe you have this clip. I won't say it if you have this clip. The one where the promotion, they talk about the promotion.
I made that clip. So they've pulled it. They arrest Zeke, and then it says 1 year later, and we get to see them in a room with Zeke talking. So here's some of that.
Zeke's got a T-shirt with a number on the front of it.
You recognize me, asshole? No? Well, you should. Because Benny and I were the ones who busted your demon ass at that girl's house. Yeah, that's right. And we ought to be thanking you for our new promotion to detective.
So you two made it from cocksucker to dick. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm really impressed.
Made it from cocksucker to dick. There are big insights there, I think, into what a person would consider to be a good thing. You made it from cocksucker to dick.
Well, I know where I'd want to be in those equations.
I guess so. Yeah, sure.
I laughed out loud at the 1 year later title card. I was just like, oh boy.
Yeah. The other best part, this line I wrote down, it's like, so you start talking about, I think they're trying to do a good cop, bad cop, but it's more like a dumb cop telling the guy he's dumb. But they're talking about a deal.
I have some.
Which is great because the people who wrote the script have no idea how deals work with police. You don't make a deal when you have nothing to give up. You're like you're a serial killer. What are you going to get a lighter sentence for admitting to more murders, which is exactly what the deal is. But he says, so they shot him a bunch of times, and he's fine now, you know. So the killer says, you patched me up so you could fry me later, and now you want me to return the favor? I don't think so, pigs. And I just like
tit for tat, is it?
I didn't listen to the next minute of dialogue because I was just like, return the favor.
Wait,
what does that mean in this context?
I think it means do you a favor. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
Right? You shot me up so you could fry me, and now you want me to do you a favor?
That would make more sense. That is
right?
true.
Well, like, return the favor. It's like, I don't know. It's like the guy was like, I'm going to write my movie today. And they were like, cool. And just before you do that, and then they just hit him over the head with a frying pan.
I think it's like you were saying about the other line. It's like it sounds like English. It kind of vaguely sounds like something you would hear in a police movie. It sounds good to them, but they don't actually know what it means. Like they're not really putting the words together that make sense together.
They got a word of the day calendar, and they're just trying to throw in the words that they think make them sound smart.
Can we listen to a little bit of that deal?
But the word of the day is favor because they are the beginner calendar.
Shit. He sure got a fucking mouth on him, don't he, Benny? He sure does for a piss-ass punk. I don't even think we ought to talk to him about any kind of deal, do you? What deal? Whether or not you fried, butt-fuck. You talk to him about the deal? No, you tell him. We don't offer deals, moron. We get confessions. Now, slime bucket, it's time you start talking.
Is piss ass a curse in the United States? Because I've never heard that before.
I think it could be. Let's not be too hard on it. You can put any words together. Fuck, shit, ass, piss. You put in any combination, you got yourself an insult.
But it does sound like piss ass. Sounds like you technically can put any two curses together. But it sounds like a junior high kid trying to figure out how to curse.
Yes,
sure,
exactly.
Sure.
Well,
you're not gonna say pissant because that sounds like you are in another decade.
But he does say pissant later.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they're in a different decade. What?
Well, it just sounds like they're just learning how to curse. So because they're cursing constantly.
What's like a Mad Lib of swears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a bottle.
Their whole idea of tough, what constitutes tough people, is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
The serial killer and these tough cops.
All right, so let's move through this one.
Sure.
Because I don't know. Okay.
It got a little confusing at the end.
Okay, so this is I kind of zoned out during the seance because you cut to I don't remember the girl's name. I keep wanting to call her Christine, but it's not.
No,
Jezebel.
Jezebel, thank you. So you cut back to Jezebel, and it's the year after her parents have been killed, and she does a seance with her grandma.
Yes.
Her
dead grandma, who's a spiritualist.
Yes.
On the same night that Zeke, spelled Z-E, sorry, second accidental Canadian, Z-E-E-K.
It is?
Yes, that's how it's spelled.
Where do you see that?
I went on IMDb the credits. And in the credits, it's Z-E-E-K. So he's being fried the same night she's doing the seance with grandma.
Oh, God, interminably. Yeah.
Well,
oh, God.
But no, there's another time jump. Because it says 1 year later, and then yet the stuff we just talked about, the interrogation.
Oh, then there's another time jump.
And then it says 5 years later, or 3 years later. Oh. He goes back in the cooler and waits, 3 years to get does whatever the hell he does, yeah.
As one does, yeah.
Okay, and then this happens. See, I told you I faded out during the seance. But the seance is happening at the same time he's being executed.
Which is intentional.
Yeah, and they try and fry him, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, they only use the electricity you power your refrigerator with.
Yeah.
So it takes a really long time. They actually stop at one point,
Yeah.
And they're just like, well, let's give this another try. And he's fine. He's perfectly fine.
I love that the headpiece is attached to the chair by an IKEA desk lamp.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad you mentioned that. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to be a whole stickler here, but I think typically you shave their head.
Yep.
You tape their eyes shut. Like I've seen footage of an electrocution before. That's not how you do it. I love the set. I love that they went to True Value and got the little mailbox letters and wrote like master control switch or whatever out of like stickers and off and on.
Yeah. So we know.
Yeah.
We saw that room earlier too. Like it flashed to that much earlier, so we knew where he was headed.
The green room.
Yeah, it is.
Do you think they did that because of the phrase "the Green Mile" and they didn't know what it meant?
Was Green Mile a term before?
The Green Mile is the walk from your cell to the electric chair.
But it's outside of the King books. That's a normal term. I never heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd heard Dead Man Walking before. I never heard Green Mile before the novel or the whatever it was.
Maybe it was from the novel. I thought it was a thing, but I might be wrong.
No, it's probably a thing.
I don't know. I don't know what it would mean if it wasn't a thing.
Do we want to hear the fat man talk about the electric chair, or do we just want to?
No, let's just go. We have we have another story to do.
So the point of the seance, I guess, was like, so that when he dies, his soul will be banished to hell or something like that, right? Is that the point? Is that what she's trying to do?
I don't understand. That's why I thought you guys would help me out here.
No, I thought it was that she's preventing him from going to hell somehow.
Why?
So that he can be her servant.
So she's in torture him, or she's in charge of him or something. Even though I think she was just going to let him go.
She does say something like that, because then he shows up in her room
demonically.
With the voice alteration at this point,
and that's when
I have no idea what's happening.
That's when he has a voice alteration.
And this is the one where all I could understand was the word bitch. Like it was bitch.
I'm with you. Okay, I thought you guys would know. I didn't understand what was going on.
I tried.
All I know is that her plan backfired, which he seemed to immediately understand, and then he possessed her.
Yeah, and now the demon of death lives again to kill.
Yeah, she's got the stupid outfit on and the gun, and she's ready to go.
Yeah, that was I got the punchline or whatever, the gut punch, but I didn't understand the mechanics of how it worked.
Yeah, I think his soul was worse or more powerful or something. My biggest problem is because I can't understand. I don't know if he's an actual demon.
That was my other question the entire time was he just called the demon of death by the press, or is he actually
I think he was supposed to be a demon.
So he was a demon inhabiting that dude.
Yeah.
Who then couldn't die in the execution and then came to possess her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like a character from Sandman or something.
Yeah.
That's, okay. I wasn't sure if that was the case or not.
Fallen.
Or the Shocker.
Shocker.
Wes Craven.
Mitch Pileggi.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then we jump back to Chris Teeth and Satan and Jester, and there's more stuff. I don't know if you want to hear it. Basically,
we get it. The part that I want to bring up is that a movie that we did a while back was Shaitani Dracula, and that consisted mostly of people in dime store Halloween masks chasing campers around a forest. I loved listening to that episode, and the whole time I was listening to it, I was like, man, they should have got Aaron and Matt on the podcast. And then, Jason, you said you should have got Matt on the podcast. Yeah. So this part reminded me a little bit of that, because you do have just a bunch of different people with different masks and prosthetics and stuff coming after Chris Teeth to try to rescue the Queen. I will say they looked better. They spent more money on the masks
Yes.
than Shaitani Dracula people did.
I like the two-face thing, or the three-face, whatever it was.
Yeah, there was like a little face coming out the side, like
That was one of two things I thought was effective in this movie, was that mask.
Yep. I love that part.
Also, there was this whole thing. It wasn't a mask. It was like I don't even know what it was, actually. Like an animatronic or something.
Yeah.
There was, it looked kind of like the Gorn in Star Trek or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was the world's worst sword fight. And it went on way too long. And all of the action scenes, the camera gets really, really tight. Ostensibly because they know that it looks like shit, and nobody in their movie can actually look like they're doing anything. But you're just like, you're sucked right into it. But I kept looking at the creature though, and it had the eyes that were like nictating, moving, and like that's not a I mean, what is that? That is like they spent half their budget on that thing. I don't know that was worth it, but
too bad I don't remember it.
You don't remember that at all?
Sorta.
Renee called you from the kitchen at that moment.
There's things called drogs.
You just let it run.
There's drog 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those must be the little.
Yeah.
There's only one of these. It had a name because they said something about how they were fearsome warriors or something.
Yeah.
Although the way to beat it was just to stop fighting it and then just leave, and it just like, oh, there you go.
Yep.
It had no pursuit mode.
No.
Ye shall not pass. Oh wait, you're going that way.
So yeah, I did enjoy some of the creatures in the intermission, or whatever you call that. The
interstitial.
Yeah. So then we jump to a carnival. No, it's not a carnival. It's because it's an amusement park because it's a permanent thing.
Oh, can I? Sorry, I just want to backstep you one bit. I know we want to plow through it, but
no plow.
My second favorite line of dialogue, and it's not in a clip, but it was then. Oh God, it's so good. Then she shall die as well as you shall die.
Who said that?
Now it's not a competition.
I was just like, what? Who? How did this get through at all?
That's yet another line that just, it sounds like fancy talk. It's got this kind of this symmetric aspect to it. It's like, oh, that's how Shakespeare writes.
Yeah. If Shakespeare were Conan. Can I play something? I think this is what you're talking about.
Okay.
Mother's still alive. Good. Then she shall die, as well as you shall die.
You hate our mother for the same reason you hate me. We are all bound together by the same mystic blood, to let no one but each other control our destiny. And I will end yours, in the realm of Morda.
You will fail.
If I fail now, I will become even more powerful, and I will come back for you until it is finished. I am the hunter, and you are the hunted, my precious one.
You don't really know what happened, do you? Mother gave me to Satan.
This screenwriter wrote a lot of stories in high school English that got C- and a note that said, good energy.
I love that line where she says, like, if you kill me, I will be more powerful. Like, I was like, didn't Obi-Wan say, like, cut me down and something? She's not Obi-Wan. Maybe she is. Maybe she's really that powerful. But I like that scene also because they were really emoting there, and that's where the cracks in the performance start showing.
Yeah.
more than they were. So I'm sorry. So then we go to this clown house or whatever it's called, Joy House, Joy Factory, whatever the fuck this. So
Fun House.
The circus sideshow funhouse thing.
Yeah, so these, this is 89. These don't fucking exist anymore. I hate this anachronistic shit like this. Like, there's supposedly this funhouse, like, sideshow theater thing that's been going on for 30 years. When do you think that fucking stopped in this country? I mean, like a clown show. Can you imagine a clown show running nightly or 3 times a day somewhere in 1989? The whole thing's so berserk. But it's this shitty, rundown little sideshow, and it's run by Clem, and which I, just side note, I fucking hate the name Clem. It makes me like, I can taste blood and venom just so I don't have to say it out loud. Clem. This is the most disgusting name. It sounds like some kind of discharge from somebody's anus.
Oh, boy.
So Clem inherited this
That's very strong for a name.
Yeah, I
Very
hate it.
strong.
Yeah, he had Clem in his underwear.
My given name is
So he got it from his dad, and there was this clown there that's been there for 30 years, and his name is...
Charlie the Clown.
Charlie, thank you, Jesus. Charlie. And Charlie was Clem's dad's buddy, so he's been around forever. But there's one problem with Clem. Jason, what's wrong with what's wrong with Charlie?
He's a boozer.
He's a big boozer.
He calls himself a wino, and I'm like, you're not a wino, you're a gin fiend.
Yeah. Gin fiend, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's
Canada it is.
The gin. No, it's a historical thing. There were the gin riots in England in the late 18th century.
Okay.
And if it's like you would say hophead, for the 40s, a gin fiend was someone who just drank gin and like got into fights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We see, and this is who said this wasn't going to be entertaining and educational.
He doesn't get in any fight.
That's what I live to serve.
Okay.
This is, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
This is one of those. So I want to choose this moment to talk about another one of these things, and this is not just this film. This is something that I notice in almost every bad film. One of the things that makes it bad, like you have bad acting to begin with. You have bad writing. This certainly has both of those. But what also happens is nobody has any sense of timing.
Yeah.
Every line of dialogue takes too long to get to the next line of dialogue. You have people shaking their head, which should go on for a beat or two, and it goes on for 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 beats.
The whole thing.
Everything takes too fucking long. Cut that shit together.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out, because like whenever like Satan says, tell me another story, and then like he's like, yes, I'll tell you one about this, my lord, and then there's like they just kind of freeze, and the camera starts pushing in really slowly, and it's so like, much. Dude, terribly awkward. Like cut, dissolve, do something. Fuck.
Yeah. So like you get actors like in the dressing room, the third guy. Is this old man guy.
I love the old man so much.
He's fine. He's actually fine. Like he doesn't do a completely terrible job of acting.
His name is Mac.
If you didn't linger on stuff so much, he would be fine.
Yeah.
It ends up looking bad because you're watching him for about 5 seconds too long. Every time he delivers a line. Well, and Clem too is not that bad, but it's just he gets no help.
The thing about Mac, for me anyway, is that he's like the guy in community theater who only remembers to act a second before and after he delivers his line.
Yeah, and then he just freezes.
And combine that with the bad editing, and you get the effect of somebody realizing that a camera is on them, waking up, delivering a line, and then shutting back down.
So if anybody doesn't know, Matt and I are not actors. As far as I know, we've never been actors. I know I haven't. Devin has way more experience in this kind of realm.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, it's so weird. But that's the thing. Like, I loved him because he's doing his best, and the editor is completely letting him down.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's undermining whatever, like, meager, mediocre. Like, we could be doing an okay job here, but it's no chance. Got no chance.
Yeah, and that leaden editing, that pacing just murders. You know what I mean? Like that those poor choices kill the pace, which make you give you time to start looking around and saying, well, that looks like shit. Well, that looks terrible. What, you know what I mean? You start questioning everything. You just want to be moving along a nice clip. You want to cut right before you think you should. That's what I would tell this editor. Like, I know you love this because you shot it, but here's the thing. The guy delivers his line, you give it a 1 Mississippi and you cut. I guarantee you it's going to make a huge difference in the feel of the movie. Because this thing just dragged.
It really did. And it reminded me of someone's, like, honestly, this felt like someone's spec script for the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Or the Outer Limits, right? Like,
keep going down the list. Tales from the Dark Side.
Dark Side, yes.
You're stealing my anecdotes again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, boss.
I wrote it down. Let me hold this up. I don't have a webcam.
I was foreshadowing my antidote, if that helps.
Okay.
I watched. Usually, you don't run into this problem. Usually, with big budget movies, usually they can afford editors. Editors, of course, tend to be people who work on lots and lots of movies, and they're accredited. They're professional editors. But I remember watching Men in Black 2 in the theater, of all things.
I saw that.
And that had that problem. This weird dead air at the end of every, and there's, they're trying to deliver funny lines a lot of times in that.
Yeah.
And it's just thump, lands with a thunk because of the pacing. And that's the first time whenever that movie came out, which might have been 89, I don't know, something like that. That was the first time I was like, man, that makes a huge difference. It's like movies when how different they are when they don't have a score or something,
right.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how much it transforms the experience.
Yeah.
Someone's like a good vocalist singing in a room with no instruments playing. And it's like, some people can pull that off, and then some of them are like, oh, you really need a band behind you. It's like a fullness of experience.
Before I forget, so Zeke was played by Stephen K. Arthur, who was one of the two writers of this.
Oh my God!
And the director and co-writer is in this segment that we're talking about right now.
Which one is
but
he?
I wanted to point out that Charlie is played by Gary Brandner, and he was miscredited, which is an insult to him, as Gary Brandner. But the reason we saw the Howling 4 poster in Jezebel's room is that Gary Brandner wrote all of the Howling novels.
Oh!
So
really?
That is why he is in this. Yes, he is a
wrote
celebrity.
The Howling novels.
Yes, there was a trilogy, I believe. So, yeah. Anyway, because I had to look him up. I was like, nobody here is particularly good, but this guy seems to stand out in a really sad sack, low energy, weird way. So I looked him up. I was like, oh, holy shit! He wrote the Howling and the other two Howling books. Okay. Anyway, so Charlie the Clown, who has the worst clown makeup in the world. But I did like that whenever he took a pull off of his gin bottle, that he would use his little sad clown glove and wipe it
grease
off. Paint off of the mouth of the bottle. I don't know why that was so gross and awesome and perfect.
He was an actual drinker.
Yeah,
they didn't direct him to do that.
No.
So this is a pretty short. The other issue with this movie is that it's a 2-story anthology, and the first story is like 45 minutes, and it's really about 15 minutes of 20 minutes of story. And then this one's really short, and it should be, but they should have just cut the first one down in half and told a third story.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been more forgiving, because the first one's way too long.
The Tubi, for whatever reason, is way longer than the movie is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this movie was going to be an hour and a half.
Oh yeah,
it's actually like an hour and 15 minutes long. So the second story ends, and then there's just a little bit at the end. I'm like, that's it. Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. There's like 15 minutes left on this. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a weird transfer. I forgot that. Yeah. It says like an hour and 50 minutes, right?
I mean, I was kind of happy. But.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
I was happy too. Trust me.
Charlie, I actually kind of enjoyed his terrible performance.
Yeah, me too.
He's another guy with an accent, like a Jersey non-actor guy. He's just. I don't know if you have a clip of him. Maybe play. Well, you have. You said you have him meeting Mort, right?
I do have one before that we can play. Where there's this.
Face it, Charlie. You're just an old fart. Nobody cares about you anymore.
So that's just a little sample of Charlie.
Yeah. Him talking to himself in the mirror.
Talking about himself, yeah.
So yeah, Jason, I do have what you want. But
okay, good.
So Clem is tired. This guy's supposed to be cleaned up and sober, and he's too drunk to juggle, and he's just had it with him, so he fires him and makes Mac put on his suit. So Charlie, he's done. So he gets on a chair, he rigs up a rope to the door handle because he apparently knows he's going to get let go or something. Or he gets fired, he knows something.
He has been fired and there's nothing else he can do.
Right.
So
he sets up, he hangs himself when the door opens up.
Which I
thought was pretty ingenious to actually make the guys kill him.
What a terrible thing to do.
Oh, I know. What a mean
to
right?
Mac, who's literally just an old man hanging out backstage who's told, go get a costume.
So he gets to live with that the rest of his days.
I also thought the camera shot was decent, which is like from the floor when he's hanging and dying, his legs are kicking, and you're like looking up at his legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, but there should have been urine running out of his
oh god
shoes. Come on, let's be biologically accurate.
I'm sure there wasn't, Matt.
So
then we are introduced to my favorite character in the whole movie.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay, so
is it his tail that
this
particularly
this
I'm
guy?
going to tell you what it is.
Go ahead.
So Charlie wakes up in the place he just killed himself. No body hanging from the ceiling, and he's like, "I gotta get out of here. I can't get out of here. Why can't I get out of here?" And then we are introduced to Marty Lamort,
Ricky
Lamort,
Mickey Lamort,
Mickey Lamort. Yes,
Mickey.
Which is I should remember because he sounds like a demonic Mickey Mouse. But here he is, folks.
Oh God, he's a breath of fresh air.
Who the hell are you?
Mickey Lamort! At your service!
Mickey Lamort? I don't know no Mickey Lamort.
What you do now, Chucky?
How do you know my name?
Oh, you see? It's sort of like this. I know who you are, but you don't know who I am. But I know who I am, and I know who you are. But just because I know who you are, doesn't mean you know who I am.
I'm sorry I asked.
So this is very, very clearly Pennywise talking to Georgie.
Yes, as played by Michael Ryder, the director and co-writer of the film.
His thanks. His voice is kind of like Pennywise, but the voice later on when he gets demonic and has teeth is exactly like Pennywise.
Yeah.
And then that whole you know me because I know you and is just like he says to Georgie when he's explaining to Georgie why they're no longer strangers.
Right. Yeah, but the It TV movie didn't exist at this time, did it?
No, it did not.
So he was filming.
So I was gonna say the punchline to all that is it stole Pennywise the portrayal from this movie.
It was a book first.
Yes, I know.
That doesn't count.
No,
maybe
not
they
all.
stole it from the book.
There you go.
Because it does sound like one of those. Again, we keep talking about those lines that are almost clever that would sound clever to a dumb person.
No, I think that was definitely this is them doing an homage to it, like trying to digest that weird conversation between him and Georgie and spit it out into a different.
I think it's a twofer. That's what I was going to say originally, Devin, was that it was another one of those lines that sound smart. But then I realized, oh yeah, it actually is just the thing from it. It's just, it's really just a takeoff from that.
I will trust you because I have not seen it.
Oh. Or read it or
seen the other It. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I've somehow managed to experience it in all its formats, but
there you go.
Not a big fan, but I keep seeing it. I did actually enjoy the most recent movie.
I might see the movie.
Honest. It was worth watching for sure.
I did not really like the Pennywise in that.
I did. I like all the Pennywises so far.
the scene. My favorite was the classic Georgie scene. I thought that was an interesting take on it. Like he gets this look in his, not to digress too much, but he gets this glazed over look in his eye that is just like the scariest thing in that entire movie. Like when he's obviously contemplating eating Georgie. But then through the movie, I don't know. It was just kind of,
Yeah,
didn't like it.
It's Stephen King. What are you gonna do? Okay, so
one thing I'm going to do is bring up another anthology when this is all over.
Good.
Dang.
Well, we're great. I look forward to it. So Charlie can't figure out what is going on. He's not the sharpest clown in the circus. So let's listen to Mickey kind of talk a little bit about why he's there and what's going on.
Why are you doing this to me? I've been good. I never done anything wrong.
Not according to my files, baby! Have a seat! I seem to recall you getting in a fight with a guy once and stabbing him in the neck with your pocket knife. Then you left him in an alley to die. No one ever knew who killed him, Charlie, but I did. You're a murderer! A low-life, stinking murderer! Murderer, 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 murderer!
Stop! It was self-defense.
Self-defense, Charlie? He had no weapon. And you stole his wallet!
I needed the money. I was broke.
But all he had on him was $2. But it bought you a cheap bottle of booze, didn't it, Charlie? And that's all that counts, right? Right?
No.
Liar! Liar!
So, are you telling me that Mickey is the director and co-writer?
I am.
Okay, I thought I heard you say that, and that his performance makes so much more sense now. Because
Explain.
it's the kind of performance where I feel like it's a choice that you would, as an actor, would make to be like, well, I'm a clown. Like, I'll play it big, and the director will tell me if I'm being too big. But he's his own director,
Too many hats.
He doesn't have anyone to pull him back.
Right.
And thank God for that, because, like you said, Pennywise ripoff or not, still one of the standouts. I really don't understand why he had a tail. I was trying to figure that out.
Just to make sure you know he's a demon, I guess.
That's what it's a really ratty looking tail. It's like a
it's like a large pipe cleaner that a giant 4-year-old grabbed.
Like a pipe cleaner, yes. It's all kind of twisty.
Yeah.
So Charlie decides he's smarter than hell, than the devil, whatever. We find out that this guy's like a sub-devil, right? He's just death among clowns. He's a clown devil. And so Charlie grabs his pocket knife and stabs this clown, thinking that's going to help him get out of hell.
Not in the neck, which is what I thought was going to happen, because he stabbed another guy in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
A smarter script.
So he turns into a more demonic version of a clown.
Did he have a wallet?
I don't know if anyway. So he turns into like that demonic clown, and he has like a bigger, more toothy, crazy mouth, and you can see his regular mouth inside of the prosthetic mouth.
It's so good, blinding white teeth.
I have to tell you, I know it wasn't the intent, but I thought it was kind of effective in a weird way. It made me think of like when Venom is like opening up and you can see Eddie Brock inside of him. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah. If Alan listens to this episode, he'll probably message you about that. That's a huge point of contention for Alan.
For who?
For Alan White. Why can you see him inside of Venom?
Because he's wearing them.
When I was a kid, I always imagined that the suit actually physically transformed his jaw.
That's what I thought happened. I thought it was like a melding of the two.
I mean, it makes more sense.
He wears.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alan's wrong. That's just a good go-to position to be in.
Ooh, you're going to regret that after you read the post that he made a few minutes ago.
What did he say about me?
I'm going to let you read it, you ingrate.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I love Alan.
Oh, boy.
I hope he had a wonderful birthday. Okay, so...
Happy birthday to you, too, by the way.
Yeah,
hey,
happy
our
early
listeners,
birthday.
it's Matt's birthday right around now.
Woo! Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Getting them better and wiser. Okay, so I forgot how this ends.
Oh, it's literally he transforms into the clown.
Mm-hmm.
Then Charlie transforms into clown. Transforms into devil clown. Charlie stabs him in the gut. Blood goes everywhere. Charlie sits down and holds his head in his hands. And then the devil clown comes back and goes, bah! Like,
oh yeah,
because of course you can't stab him. Like,
yeah, his head just pops up with blood all over it. Like, I got you. Yeah.
It makes no sense, and that's the end.
Yes,
No,
thank you.
It really doesn't.
So, blah blah blah. The devil. We have 2 more clips. I don't know how. There's the devil saying, like, sending out all of his hounds and everything to go find her, and it's revealed that he just wants them all both killed. Both sisters.
He wants them both. He wants them both killed now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he also wants the jester to keep entertaining him. So I guess the jester represents television, social media. I don't know, something deep. I don't know.
Maybe.
And the third story that he starts to tell him is about dismemberment, and it sounds instantly more interesting than the ones we watched.
Yeah.
But
and then
I guess
away.
that's the sequel.
And then we get a nice little kind of cheesecakey outro shot of Chris Death, I don't know, setting us up for a sequel. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's listen.
Love is as strong as death, and hate powers the two along. Our paths will cross again.
So can I share with you? I did that same thing you guys did watching it on Tubi, where it's like it said there's like 25 more. Like I just paused it, and got a glass of water or something, and said, okay, I can final stretch, and then I hit play, and that scene happened, and then the credits came up, and I was like, oh my god, that's like when your boss says like at 2:00 on Friday, like, you know what, get the fuck out of here, go home.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here. Okay, thanks, man.
I love is stronger than death, and hate powers the two along.
Yeah.
Hate
pull this
powers
thread,
death and love.
Hey,
along. Yes.
The movie ended, Devin. Stop questioning stuff.
I'm sorry.
Line
It's just
straight
very
from
strange.
Shakespeare.
Yeah. And then the credits. It's my favorite part of the movie, aside from the fact that it's over, is that they're like starring name and then clip of that person from the movie.
Yes.
Like just highlighting their excellent performance.
Like it was the Love Boat or something.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the credits. That's
yeah, that's how the credits go for most of the main actors.
I'm going to give you a break because I think I told you didn't have to watch the credits because there was no MCU style end sequence, right? NC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. So also, one last thing, there's something credited on IMDb as the Frothus. Maybe that's the thing you guys were talking about.
Frothus.
Maybe.
Okay, so sometimes I will do a little thing where we talk about like what worked for you, what didn't. But I think we've been pretty granular as we've plowed through this thing. So I'm going to forego that and just go straight to final judgment. And Devin, you're the guy that's been the longest since you were here last. So
Yeah.
I want to hear if this is cool or this is trash, and then
this is
statement.
trash. Oh, it's trash.
You didn't
It's
let me
just
finish the
awful.
I didn't even finish talking.
I know.
Yeah, I don't think.
Cut you
No.
off.
Sorry for cutting you off, but
Throw
it
that
is
in there.
it is 100% trash. Like it wants to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wants to be a lot of things. Like that's why it sounds the way it does. Like it really wants to be like this cool movie, and it's just made by people with very little to no skill.
Yeah.
I think like honestly, like the makeup and set decoration was probably the best thing about the movie, and those weren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trash.
So, no chance I can get you to flip on this.
Oh no!
Okay.
No.
Jason, wow me.
Of the last 3 films that I have watched for this podcast, it is the best film. Because the previous 2 were Shaitani Dracula and Fart.
The movie, Fart the movie, not just Fart.
But it was trash.
Okay. Why?
Previous 90 minutes is my resume.
Okay, fine. So there is no definition for, what the criterion is for this decision, but, generally for me it's like, is it enjoyably bad? Would you recommend Kyle or Joe or somebody that I know, like, hey, you should watch this, and I can't do it. I can't. It's worth watching like the first 15 minutes and just kind of like you get it, just to see the aesthetic, the attempts, where the failings are. I wouldn't say get a 6-pack and a pizza and sit down and watch this whole thing. It's just not that for me.
I feel like Joe would like parts of it.
No, this would make Joe angry.
Well, he likes being angry, though. That's kind of what I mean.
I know, but I don't think
it would give him fuel for Twitter for a week.
That is true. But I wouldn't make Joe watch this, which would probably be my benchmark. So it's a trifecta here. We got 3 trashes.
I think you're right, though. I think the first 15 minutes of this is just like, all right, well, I spent 15 minutes and I get it. Like, you learn that there is a character named Christith. Mm-hmm. You see lounge pants wearing Satan with the floppy horns. Mm-hmm. And you get the terrible journalists and the demon of death.
Yeah.
Like, that's all you need.
Once he comes to Jezebel's house, you get to turn it off, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the thrill is gone, whatever the novelty of, and then it's just wading through it.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. And when we have a trash, we have to offer up something else, a peace offering to the people out there that might have watched this in anticipation.
Does that mean I do it first?
Well, yeah. So an antidote,
okay.
This is kind of this is October. It'd be cool if it was a horror movie. If it was free, that would be great. If it's an anthology, bonus points.
Well, I'm going to say the last half of Twilight Zone, the movie.
The last half.
What does that include? Which stories?
That has
the last half of Twilight Zone, the movie, is the one with the boy,
the gremlin,
and the one with the gremlin on the airplane.
Oh yeah, those are the 2 that I remember.
You're missing cutting out that racist bit. But the best part is the Dan Aykroyd. What's the other guy's name?
The Dan Aykroyd. What's his name? Albert Brooks stuff.
Albert Brooks.
It's fine.
I love that.
It's fine.
Oh man, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Fair enough.
I don't even know if I've seen the Twilight Zone movie part with the boy, but I've actually read that short story that's based on like half a dozen times. I love that short story. It's called "It's a Good Life" with good in italics by Jerome Bixby, and it's fantastic.
It's excellent. It's so good. I watched Twilight Zone the movie for the first time like half a year ago. And the first 2 stories are not good. But It's a Good Life. It's Joe Dante.
Directed that segment?
Yeah, Joe Dante does It's a Good Life, and it's like super inspired by cartoons, and it's shot super cool. It's lit really well. That is a great one. And then Mad Max guy. What's his name's escaping me. Yeah, the director of Mad Max and Babe 2 Big
George
City.
Miller.
Miller, yeah.
George Miller directs John Lithgow in the William Shatner episode where there's a gremlin on the wing of the plane.
Yeah.
Like, that's all gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so the first of all, there's tragedy attached to the first story.
Yes.
What is his name? The actor that died.
Vic Morrow?
Vic Morrow. So Vic Morrow died filming this. So did some other people in a helicopter crash. It was the
2 child actors.
Children. Yeah. I mean, it's just not. You can't even enjoy it because all you can think about is this awful thing that happened when they were shooting it. And then the other one is the Scatman Carruthers and other old people becoming young for like I fucking like. Did you watch Amazing Stories in the 80s? Like I hate those feel good little whimsical things like that.
I watched Cocoon in the
yeah,
theater.
See, fuck that, man. I don't like that shit. I don't want to see some about old people doing old people stuff and being young. You had your time. Move on.
I didn't know what I liked.
Get out of the way.
Cocoon came out.
I mean, it's always nice to see Scatman Crothers, but like that's the only good thing about that.
Right, but I like my Scatman Crothers movies to have Jack Nicholson in them. Okay?
Yes.
Oh, that
One Flew
is
the
the
Cuckoo's
Shining
Nest,
guy.
The Shining,
Or Jim
to be
Kelly.
smoking pot with Scott Baio in Zapped.
Fair enough. Or with Jim Kelly in Black Belt Jones, Scatman Crothers owns a dojo. That's pretty good.
Oh my god, I forgot that he was in that. I love that movie.
I love that movie.
That soundtrack is so fucking good.
Turn the lights on and off every 3 seconds. I'm Batman, motherfucker.
God.
What's the title of that movie?
Black Belt Jones.
Black Belt Jones. Okay.
So good.
I might have to watch that.
Yes. That could be an antidote for anything, anytime. Jason, what do you got for me?
So I was going to say Tales of Them from the Dark Side. I didn't want to say Twilight Zone, plus it was more like kind of like you were intimating, a little lower rent. But as a kid, I watched a lot of Tales from the Dark Side. I did not watch Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone was black and white and old and boring to me when I was 12. But Tales from the Dark Side, when I went over to my grandmother's house, I still remember that reverse negative kind of thing in the beginning. And I don't remember a goddamn episode, but I know that I liked it. So you could watch that. And then I was also going to throw out, there's Creepshow and all that, but Cat's Eye was a horror anthology based on Stephen King stories.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the titular story has Drew Barrymore getting her breath stolen by a cat. And it's 3-4 stories. And I liked it. It's not great, but I think it would be watchable.
Are those from a particular, like, one collection of King's short works, like Monkey?
I don't know if they were drawn from. I don't know if they were all drawn from the same collection or not.
Okay, I like his short work a lot more than his longer form storytelling. That's right.
I mean, he can't. One of his sins is he goes on and on, right? Like he over-explains everything.
He goes on and on, yeah, and I have issues with his language, just dialogue, and he seems hacky. Yeah. But yeah, I like his short stuff works more for me. Like The Mist.
You get more
I love
focus.
The Mist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tend to get more focus in these little. Some of the short stories are very simple. I remember one is just, and they filmed this too. There was a movie version of this at some point. It's just these teenagers who go out on a raft, and then there's just like, it's like the Blob basically goes out and dissolves them, and they're just trying to like get away from this thing they're in the middle of water and it's surrounding them. It's just like a really simple, strong concept that is scary in a very relatable way. You can just kind of imagine, well, that would be fucking horrible, and it doesn't really. It just plays around with the horror concept, It's pure. It's very pure. Cat's Eye is a little bit more cleverish than that. It's kind of trying to be more twist and tail, EC story kind of stuff. But I mean, I haven't seen it in a long, long time. But
I just looked it up because I was curious if they all came from the same collection. It's 3 stories, 2 of which are from Night Shift, and one of which is unique to the film. The 2 that are from Night Shift are The Ledge and Quitters Inc., which is or Quitters Incorporated, but it's INC period. Which I think is funny because I've seen the Bollywood film version of Quitters Inc.
Whoa.
Really?
It's called No Smoking. It is based on the story Quitters Inc. by Stephen King, and it's called No Smoking, and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Cool.
Oh, apparently there was also a Tales from the Dark Side episode with a similar premise called Bigelow's Last Smoke. So it all comes together.
Full circle.
Nice. What's your antidote?
Mine?
Yeah.
So, keeping with my Tubi TV love, I saw a anthology on there from 1993. It was directed by John Carpenter and Tobe Hooper. And
What?
It's called Body Bags, and
Yeah.
it was intended to be a Cinemax, Showtime, Tales from the Crypt style series, but they kind of abandoned it pretty early on. But they had a few segments done. So John Carpenter played the horror host, and they shot the framing stuff. And so it's got 3 stories. It's got Robert Carradine, David Naughton, Sam Raimi, and Wes Craven, Stacy Keach, Mark Hamill, and with full. I think Mark Hamill is fully nude. I believe you see his dong. Anyway, it's really good. It's got 3 stories. It's totally fun. The Stacy Keach story in particular is really silly and bizarre. So I checked that out. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So there's your recommendations for whatever. As far as the show, our next episode is going to be a little Halloween present from me to the listeners. A few years ago, I did a mix. It's like sound effects, some spooky stories from like old kids' Halloween records, and some monster rock and roll and that kind of stuff. I'm going to do a fresh new mix of that. 'Cause, I haven't done it for a long time. And that gets a bizarrely large amount of downloads for some reason every year. More than you expect. So I'll give people what they seem to like and make another one. So that's coming out in a week or two beforehand.
Awesome. Those are great.
Yeah. So let's see.
You release that on just on the regular feed?
Yeah, it's just the regular feed.
Okay.
Yeah. So Jason, you talked about your podcast, but we didn't talk about Devin, where people can find you online and hear more from you.
Oh, I'm in an a cappella group. It's called Apocalypse Cow. I would like to go on the record, as I do every time, by saying I was against that name, but it is the name that we're stuck with. It's been a group for 20 years, and I've been in the group for 19 of those years. You can find us online at apocalypsecow.com. I have 2 not dormant, let's not say it dead, but dormant podcasts. But I did just start one called So You Think You Can Danica with my friend Danica, and we talk about So You Think You Can Dance.
Okay.
And you can find that at sytycdanica.wordpress.com. So
yes, people should check that out. But how dormant is Scotch and Comics?
I have 3 episodes that I need to edit, and I am carving out time in November to actually record a new one.
Are these the same episodes that you had to edit like 3 years ago?
Yes, Jason.
Yeah, because he asked me at one point, like, should I just put these out? And I'm like, yeah.
It's just I'm a perfectionist, and so actually letting it go into the wild is daunting for me. But it's part of my therapy, so they will go out there.
Sure. Just remember
that podcast that you did with your friend Kyle Kim,
the List Makers. We are also talking about bringing that back, which is why I say dormant but not dead.
Nice.
Damn. You're busy.
Yeah, I do all right.
Just remember that perfect is the enemy of good. Okay.
Yes, and yes, I will keep that in mind. I like it better in your voice than Brene Brown's voice, so I'll just move on to that.
Now deliver that same thought as if you were the screenwriter of this movie that we just did.
I'm not going to do that, but you guys,
good is the enemy of better than the worst thing you thought of.
I can't even think that way. You guys, thank you for talking about this movie with me. I had a blast doing that. It was a lot more fun than watching it was.
Yes, and I think longer actually too.
It was longer. That's okay, though.
Yeah, we got a fair amount of material out of that. Thank you as always. Always a good time to be on your show, Matt. And I'm very happy to have gotten to talk to Devin again. It's been too long.
It has been too long.
I had so much fun. Thank you for inviting me. And I'm glad that I'm not blacklisted, and maybe I can be on within the next 3 years again. That would be good.
No, I will have you on sooner than that.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
and also good to talk to Jason. Like, it was my dream team to be together, so that made me very happy.
Yes, I think it was a great setup as well. And thank you for contributing. I'm going towards 100 episodes, and then I'm going to do something crazy. I don't know what.
Okay.
Some kind of GTA. Maybe dynamite myself, or I don't know. Something weird's going to happen on episode 100. I'll tell you that much.
Stay tuned.
How close are you?
how close? This will be episode 76.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've been around for a while. So, and I can't do any more hiatuses until I get to 100. It's just a personal goal now. It's like
I love it.
Iron Man challenge or something. All right, you guys. So thanks a lot. It was great talking to you. Everybody go out and check out their things. I'll put links to your guys' podcasts and whatever else in the description for the show. For That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell, and you've been...
Trashed?
Jason Farrell.
Jason Farrell.
And...
Devin Bruce.
All right, you folks out there, stay trashy.
That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
Dos frontes de mortos de livres. Dos frontes de mortos